All right, so in the meantime, you ready to get this next match underway?
Yeah, so we're going to introduce you guys to the teams that are about to do battle. Let's start first with the blue team. And, of course, first, we have Fallen coming from San Diego, and he's going to be rocking that Black Knight.
He's rocking a pretty epic scarf, too. I'm going to just have to take that from him. That's a really long
scarf.
Yeah, that's dope.
Of course, then we have JCR_Cap coming from San Diego. He's going to be rocking Alona. And then we have JayMacht from Elk Grove. He's going to be using Rawlings. And then we have Silverwing K3 from San Diego rocking and Bonnie. And of course, who's going to be helping him out? Who's going to lead him to victory? Otterhead is going to be their coach.
He came with the hands up high like this is easy. I like him. I respect him for that. So with that said, let's get ready for that red team. I'm excited to see who these guys have coming out. Looks like number 1 is going to be TheSilentCurse.
Oh, wow.
Coming out of California. Now, with that name, I'd expect, Morgan Le Fay, but he's going to be rocking Thorgrim. Second is going to be Akeada. Hopefully I said that correctly. Also from California, representing with the Black Knights. Number 3 is going to be Ray from San Diego with Alona. And number 4, Shiamus.
Oh,
from
Shiamus?
St. Louis, representing that Rollins.
Obispo? Is that what that is?
I think that's what that says. St. Louis Obispo.
Okay.
I don't know if I said that correctly. I apologize.
That's right.
Is it right? I did it? Okay, you're the St. Louis native. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Coach is going to be Regular Kid coming on out.
Oh, just Regular Kid.
Just Regular Kid.
Coming straight from his paper route, right to TwitchCon 2016. Just a regular kid. He got to get his money somehow, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, this is pretty much a mirror of what we saw before. Hopefully this composition, people saw how to use double tank setups and stuff like that. Again, they do have this time around an Alona backing them up. Their DPS isn't necessarily there, though. So let's see what they do from here. Can they force team wipes, or are they just going to be pressuring and pushing that relic up?
I mean, it's easy to do when you have a character like Ann Bonnie cleaning up the back end, as well as an Alona on the blue team. That is possible. But the composition-wise, I feel like Rawlings is going to take the lead for the blue team.
Right.
Back up Black Knight just to make sure they're okay. And for the red team, they have an Alona, and then they have a Spartacus who can do a lot of damage, short amount of time, making great moves. So I feel like this could go either way, if you ask me.
Right. It's going to be up to, in my opinion, Rollins to force fumbles on that red team if they're going to make that aggressive push. If that's the decision that they want to make. Other than that, again, this is going to be a pretty straightforward fight. So with that said, the round has started. We are on El Diablo, and I want to see what buys these guys make here as we get started. And again, don't forget there are 3 ways to score in this game. One is their relic push. The second is a complete team wipe. And the third that we've seen when the developers come out a couple of other times is that territory. Let's see what they decide to do with their buildables as we start round number 1.
Nice, and you see Thorgrim just immediately put up that wall, a great obstacle to slow down the opposition. Really smart play. You see that siege barrel going through, cleaning up just a little bit. That also does damage to buildables. And speaking of which, you see Thorgrim pushing that relic deep before getting intercepted by blue team's Rawlings.
I like the tap tosses coming out there too. So Alona's in the midfield by herself, engaging in a fight. Wow,
nice.
But making the barrage whiff. Beautiful stuff. She dashes out,
Nice
just flashing to get everybody assembled.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Alona's playing a little deep in the territory and almost gets wiped by that Rawlings and needs to be really careful.
Absolutely, but she did manage to, she just got eliminated, but it was a 2-for-1 trade as we did see Black Knight and Thorgrim go down in the red field, on the red team, as they were fighting. Wow, good cleanup.
Nice.
Alona once again
movement
overextended.
By Ann Bonnie doing a great job. Man, you see that Rawlings playing a great midfield control option, using that barrage and a mixture of space control just to make sure that his team does have the advantage, and they're doing a great push in the blue territory right now.
I love it. Back in the midfield, Alona once again is weak. Ann Bonnie is weak, but they're still pressing on. Let's see what happens from here.
Nice. Oh, wow. Needs to be really careful right now. Oh, look at the battle of bullets right there, right next to the blue team's zone right there of winning. And you see Thorgrim very low on life, but he's still in there doing work, making sure his teams get the proper advancement, and that spike trap by the Black Knight definitely comes into play.
Oh, wow. Gets popped for his troubles. Thorgrim steps on that spike trap, and as he gets eliminated just like that. Meanwhile, the blue team still pressing on very hard. It's a 3v2 situation.
And it is a power play. We got 2 seconds before Black Knight is going to have any backup at this point, and you see the blue team pressing that relic with Ann Bonnie, trying to get deep into red territory. Thorgrim right behind. Oh, nice, and that's going to be the end of Alona for the blue team, and they need to be really careful at this point.
Yeah, definitely, because there's 17 seconds on the clock on that respawn, down to 10 now. So Alona's going to be out of the fight if she keeps on pressing on like that, because 30 seconds out of a battle like this with a minute 50 on the clock, that's a lot of time out. And you might lose simply because of a territory.
And that's really dangerous. You have to remember, it gets down to that minute mark and territory comes into play.
Ooh, that shot.
Oh, wow. The lone shot heard around the world takes out Anbani, and that's what the things you have to be careful of, man. That space control is so important in this game, especially when we're getting down to that territory. Movement comes into play, relic movement comes into play, and as well as how good your arm is.
Absolutely.
You're going to need John Elway type prowess to make sure you get that relic deep.
I like that. A little Madden 99 talk right there. So, with that said, we do have the red team pushing in. Will we get a toss of our own? It looks like Alona's in the back trying to play aggressively, but Thorgrim cleans that up with no problem. 22 seconds on the clock.
And didn't pop that ult. You see Thorgrim and Black Knight gets wiped out by Rawlings, and he is the last line of defense. And look at the interruptions, the forced fumbles by Rawlings defending the blue zone.
Just playing a lot of pressure, going for the tap toss, and he gets it, even though he was hurt.
Man. And that's what happens, man. You want that extra life. You want that extra armor.
Yes.
So, of course, and look at Rawlings. I feel like he might get MVP based on, look, he won in my heart.
Right.
Because he stayed there and he defended his goal no matter what.
Absolutely. Any and everything that they could possibly do to save themselves. They tried. It unfortunately just didn't work out for them.
And blue teams and Bonnie doing work right now. 5 kills. Just great.
A lot of cleanup there. I love it. Absolutely amazing work for them. And I was expecting them to just clip, trying to stop anything from coming out, but looks like she's the damage dealer. She's the one cleaning up everything.
And red team's Rawlings got that Midas touch, which is really smart. More gold, more life. I like it.
And necessary, too, because they've been getting the kills.
Exactly.
I think it works great for them. That just means they're going to get legendary options, epic options very fast. Do see a siege barrel from the red team.
Oh, wow. Nice. They destroyed it, but it did its job. And look at that barrage.
A little bit
from
out of
Rawlings.
range, unfortunately.
And that's what I was talking about with Rawlings. He's definitely going to play that midfield and do a lot of damage from the zone. As you can see there, burns his ult. And then his secondary with the double barrel. Oh, nice. And there's the power play. It is 4v2 right now. 3 seconds before red team's Thorgrim is back in play. They need to be careful.
Dangerous situation, and it's just Rollins and Alona versus everyone plus a siege barrel right now. So this is a dangerous situation, and it is going to force them to back off.
Oh, nice forced fumble there again by red team's Rawlings.
Oh, unfortunately, Thorgrim does try to build a wall while action was happening. Does get shot for it, and that wall will not go up.
Red team's Rawlings is playing really smart.
Absolutely.
The control he has, using a buildable as cover to keep firing off those shots, keep that offense going. Really like the way he's thinking about this game.
And again, like you said, that mid-range, just playing like a weasel, picking off people, putting shots in. A barrage comes out to back up Thorgrim. We might see the Black Knight get eliminated, and we do. And again, they're just going to press forward like they've been doing.
And we just saw Alona pop her ult. Was not close enough to the Black Knight for the blue team to help, but she definitely healed the rest of her team, and that gives them a little extended push to keep that pressure going.
Oh, wow. Thorgrim just dashed out of range, unfortunately, of that ult heal from Alona.
Black Knight versus Black Knight.
But the armor, get off me.
Oh,
I like
nice,
that.
nice. Look at this, more black on black armor here. Look at this, these Black Knights battling it out right here in red territory, and they need to be really careful.
Uh-oh, and that heal coming out from Alona is going to force the red team to back off, as it was just Rollins versus the Black Knight.
Oh,
tries to grab the relic
really
and push
careful.
forward, but gets eliminated for it. Uh-oh, Rollins is down.
Dude, the Black Knights are doing so much work in these matches alone that it's really good.
Absolutely, true tank form. Oh my goodness, that elimination.
3 people, oh man, and they came back right away. They must have that death reduction up pretty good right now because they came back instantly after being wiped.
All right, blue team has a scramble. Black Knight burns ult, tries to go for the toss, but unfortunately they were unable to complete that. Now they toss it by the spikes. I like this decision, and it looks like they're going to engage on the spikes. Rollins has to be careful. He has nowhere to dodge, and he gets eliminated for it.
Whoa, wow, nice clear of the relic right there. And like I said, the Black Knights are doing their job so well in this matchup, as well as having that Alona on both their sides. That's how it carries out. That's how it rolls over into be even better.
Oh my goodness, the Thorns are coming out a little bit too early though, as the Black Knight does jump out, and he might get the score here. Passes to Alona.
Needs to be really close if that relic
Rollins
can
with
get
the toss.
Did you see the jump toss right there? Really good.
Absolutely.
To take that round. Red team doing an amazing job right there.
They're beautiful stuff there. And again, that was all composition and communication there. They knew where each other were, and they were just able to make that cleanup in there. Boom, just like that.
And you have to be so careful. When you see Black Knights walking down the field,
right,
it actually is kind of scary. Because if they single you out, that they're going to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time.
And a lot of people base their initiations off of that red field on the ground. As soon as they see the Thorns, they're like, all right, we have to clean this person up. A lot of people have been doing this here this weekend, and it's insane. The buys, by the way, are absolutely crazy. 26,000, 24,000. That's a lot of buildables being destroyed and a lot of deaths that they've collected. So
and there's that Black Knight again. setting up that spike trap to make sure he's always in advantage. If you even get into the red territory, that's something you're going to have to deal with. And walks right into blue territory, sets up that siege barrel, and it's going to destroy a couple of those buildables while it's on its way.
Beautiful stuff. Gold is left behind there. Hopefully they grab it when they can. But right now there is a scramble along up front of all of Alona's buildables here. The shrines.
Wow, those
the
sun
healers.
shrines and that healing mirror, so good. Nice, needs to be really careful. And those buildables definitely play a part in how this match unfolds, especially considering you have 2 Black Knights on the field. They need that life up to make sure that they're still active. It needs to be really careful. And Bonnie almost got knocked off the arena right there, and you see Thorgo right back to pushing. And this is why they have that 2-point lead right now, because of the fact that they're doing such a great job of following behind that Black Knight, being powered up by Alona, and that gets them deep into blue territory. He needs to be really careful, and there's another lob to take it. Man!
And that was in the midst of a lot of mayhem there. They did defend very well, but unfortunately just right over the head gently. Boom. The score is there, and the red team put in a lot of aggression and a lot of pressure there. Great stuff from them.